friends. This week, the genre of our reading for ELA is expository text. So genre is the type of reading, the type of text that we are exploring. So a genre that we've already explored is a fairy tale, where everything was very exaggerated, it was made up. The characters can be talking animals in a fairy tale. Characters can be royalty in a fairy tale. And sometimes a fairy tale will have an element of magic. But the main point of a fairy tale is that it doesn't happen in real life. So the opposite of that is real life. And expository text is going to teach us something. There's going to be something that we learn from the expository text. So that means it's nonfiction. It's not fake. So everything you read in an expository text is real. It's facts. They are giving you information that you are learning about. So since expository text is teaching you, it can be somewhat difficult to understand. So to accompany the text, the words on the page, you will also have text features. So we're going to explore text features today that go along with nonfiction, not fake text that we are going to be reading. So our genre is expository text. It's nonfiction, not fake. Everything we read is real. It's teaching us things that we can learn. And to help us learn, there are text features. So we're going to get into the text features. First, I'm going to give you some examples. So something that will help you learn is by having a key word. And since we are reading out of our ELA books, the key words are our vocabulary words. So we're getting a little more comfortable with those words since we've been learning about them, we've been defining them. And so when we see them in our text, they're typically highlighted. On this example, they are red, but usually in our book, they will be highlighted. And that's just to kind of make your brain pay more attention to those words. When you're reading it and you come to a word that's highlighted, your brain kind of says, oh, this word's a little more important and I should really pay attention to it. So keywords are text features. They help you know the words that you need to be knowing and learning and that are important. Another text feature that I really want to explore is a heading. So informational text can give you a lot of information about a topic. So this one, this example is talking about fish. So there's probably lots of different things that we can learn about fish. So in this heading, if you want to just kind of know all about fish, you would find it under this heading. There might be another heading about different species of fish. So then later, after you've finished the text and you're trying to answer some questions, and you're thinking, okay, well, I don't remember where I read that, and I want to use my reading strategy of go back and reread, but I don't remember where I saw that in the text. The headers kind of section off the reading and show you the different chunks of information. And if you look at the header, it'll kind of give you a clue. So if there was a question about what a fish eats, and there was a header that said fish diet, you would know, oh, diet means what they eat. I'm going to look under this header, and that's probably where I'm going to find my answer. So headings or headers are very important for you to be able to identify the different chunks of information in expository text. Let's see. I want to go over just a few. There's about 20 on here, but I want to go over just a few. There will be charts or graphs to give you some information. So sometimes you will see numerical information with numbers, nicely organized in a chart to help make that information more understandable. And you will have a title page to let you know what your text is about. The table of contents, if you're reading a very long text, will let you know where to find certain information and on what page. So you're not just flipping through the book. So if you're not sure, you have a very, very thick book about fish and you want to just go to a certain chapter or subject, you would look at the table of contents and you would find where that subject you want to search for, where that would be located, and then just go flip straight to that page. So the table of contents is a good time saver. I'm getting to another one. We talked about keywords. Oh, here's a big one. Illustrations and photographs. So when we're learning about things that maybe we haven't experienced or we haven't seen, or we're maybe not sure. So they may be teaching you about a certain type of fish, like a sea urchin. And you're like, I think when I went to the beach, I saw a sea urchin, but I'm not sure if that was a sea urchin. Maybe it was something else. So if you look at an illustration that accompanies the text, it might confirm that it is a sea urchin that you saw, or you might say, no, that's not what I saw. So that's what a sea urchin looks like. So illustrations or photographs in informational text are extremely helpful when we're learning new information or information that we just want to verify. And along with that is a caption, and I want to try to find that perfect. A caption will be underneath a photograph because sometimes we can't really figure out what a photograph is. Sometimes we're looking at a photograph that goes along with the text on the page and you're just like, I don't know what this is. Am I supposed to know what this picture is? Maybe it's something they're looking at under a microscope. So you would have to explain what I'm looking at because I'm not sure. So a caption will be just a little summary of whatever that picture is. So captions will go along with the picture. It'll just be like a very small little explanation underneath the picture. You can also have diagrams or labels that help you understand specific parts. So if they were talking about a fish and they wanted to show you different parts of the fish's body, a diagram would label the specific parts. Oh, maps. Yes, you will also see maps in expository text. Okay, we're almost done. So here's just some Avid notes on text features. And just to kind of review. So here is a expository text about baby bears. So we have text features on this screen. We have a photo with a caption. We have our keywords that are highlighted that let us know that those are important words. We have a title right here letting us know what we're going to be reading. And we have a photograph that helps explain what we're going to be reading. So right here on this slide, we have several examples of expository text. So examples of text features. Text features help you understand what you're reading. They're used when you're reading to learn, like when you're reading expository text, nonfiction. They're used to help you explain true information. So you'll see this in history, in science, biographies about people. They're not used when you're reading a story. If you see a picture or an illustration when you're reading a story, a fictional text, that's not a text feature. That's just a picture that goes along with the book. So if you are reading like a fairy tale that has pictures, that's just a picture book because that's not trying to teach you something, reading to learn information. It's not explaining true information. It's not history. It's not science. It's a different genre. So there might be an illustration or a picture in that kind of text, but it would not be considered a text feature. So our Avid notes, text features help you understand what you are reading. Example can be a title, a picture, or a photograph. That caption that goes along with the picture or the photograph. The heading that gives you the sections or the chunks of information that help separate, oh, this part's going to tell me about the fish's diet. This part's going to tell me about the fish's habitat. And if you look under that header, you know all the text underneath it is going to tell you about the diet. And then the other header about the habitat. And keywords, those are going to be those vocabulary words that are important to you that you want to pay attention to. So here we have a title and an example. Here we have a photo. And then we like to have the captions that tell us, why is this picture important? What information are you wanting me to get from this photo or this illustration or this diagram that you've included? So the caption will make it very clear what they're wanting you to learn. And then the heading. The heading is very important. The heading chunks out that information and separates it where you know, oh, all of the text underneath the heading, what is a bear? All of that text is going to explain to me what a bear is. And then, of course, our keywords are our vocabulary words that we really want to be mindful of and pay attention to how they're being used in the text. Okay, friends, hopefully that explains a little bit about expository text and text features.